Hi, we're the Psychic Twins.
I'm Terry.
And I'm Linda.
And we're here with Lilly Singh.
Today we're triplets. Hello.
Yes.
Look at us, identical.
A dead ringer.
We have been wanting to collab with you forever.
We
Thank
admire you
you.
so much.
Oh, sweet, thank
You know,
you.
years ago, and your agent said, "Are you kidding? She's way too busy."
What?
Ah,
Not even. I love
Yes,
meeting
yes.
new people, especially intriguing people like you two. So I'm very
isn't that
lucky
nice?
and honored to be on your channel.
Back
Listen,
at you.
back at you.
Thanks, Lily.
And make sure you check out Lily's channel for the vlog in part one.
yeah, that was fun.
So
We
go
got
ahead.
some information
Yeah.
from the Psychic Twins that I will now shape my entire life and future. So no pressure.
Yes, a lot of future stuff,
It's
career
exciting
love.
stuff. Really good stuff that came through for Lily.
Oh yeah. Well, we do the automatic writing, as you know,
Okay.
and maybe you don't know, but we channel from other dimensions,
Okay.
and it's almost like we're accessing information fields that are invisible, and we get very specific information
Okay.
sometimes about who, what, where, and when might happen. We believe that everybody comes in with like a soul blueprint. It's kind of a map that we all co-create with our spirit guides before we come in, a high council of guides, and we kind of commune and find out, well, what kind of life lessons will we learn in this life, because we believe we have many incarnations.
Okay.
We're Buddhists for 30 years now, 35 actually.
How many
And
lives?
30. And we have. You have hundreds. You've had hundreds.
I've had hundreds?
Yes,
Yeah.
more male than female lives actually.
Yeah.
Explains why I'm such a tomboy.
That's part of it. That's part of it.
And you've had
Yes.
more lives on Earth than we have.
Yes, you have.
I've had more than
Yes,
you've had.
yes, you have.
Yes, you have.
Yeah, we're from a planet that blew up. I think we blew it up.
Yeah, we
actually.
self-destructed.
But you have a past life in China in a war,
I got China.
and a couple of past lives in India. I feel like you were a spiritual leader and teacher in India. Did you have a sense of that, Lily, that you had a
Powerful
past life
spirit.
in India?
I feel like it would be very uncool of me to say no.
No, just say no. It's
No, I honestly just started meditating a lot in my life, and throughout my life journey, this life, I do feel like spirituality has always been the answer whenever I'm going through things. I do feel connected to spirituality and spiritual practices for sure.
Yeah.
Yes, you are very spiritual.
Yeah.
And actually,
Isn't that things from our past life follow us? Is that what, like, is there stuff?
Yes, definitely.
It's not like following. It's part of your cellular makeup. It's
Okay.
part of your cellular memory. A lot of it feeds in even your grandparents and great-grandparents. Their sort of karma feeds into yours like a river, because you're part of that kenzoku. In Buddhism, we call it kenzoku, that lineage. And so you naturally will take on some of their struggles because you're part of that. And not everybody believes that, but we do. You know, it's a loose blueprint. So being an old soul, you come in with sort of more of a freedom to kind of make it up. You can change your destiny, Lily. Everybody can, with their intention and their prayer and their actions. And you can change your destiny. If there's something, a pattern you don't like about yourself, you can change it. It's just a matter of determining that you can make it, you know, different and be happier, rather than continue along that same suffering.
Well, I have a past life that's really interesting on you. You were sisters with Liza Koshy.
Oh, that's a good one. That's a
Yes,
good one.
in Europe. It was a past
That's
life in Europe.
funny.
You were.
I can see
Is that why
my
everyone thinks we're
sister.
the same person today?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Honestly?
Everyone thinks we're the same
That
person.
is
I don't think
funny.
you are much alike at all, but I mean, they're
We don't. That's because we don't.
Your
I
comedy.
think you have a lot of
similarities, but no,
Liza, you hear that?
Yes, Liza.
No.
I think you do.
You're both high teachers. You're both high teachers on the
Yes,
thing.
yes, very
In
much
this
so. I
life.
mean, you are brilliant,
Yes,
Lily.
yes, you really
and
are.
I just am so impressed with not only your writing talent and your comic talent and everything that you've done, but what you've done to uplift and inspire young people. It's absolutely incredible. And it's something that you really need to acknowledge about yourself, that this is, it's almost like a very high mission. It's an exalted mission that you have come here on this planet to do. And it's really a very spiritual mission.
That is a very
It's true.
sweet. That's very
It's
sweet
true,
of you to
though.
say. Thank you
It's
so
true.
much.
It's just true. You know, I mean, you're a Libra ruled by the number 8 and Saturn.
So I don't know much about any of this, so tell me all of this
Okay.
stuff. Because most of my friends are really into zodiacs and
Are
horoscopes,
they?
and I don't know any of this stuff.
Okay.
Well,
So what do I need to know
that's
about
good.
me?
We're not astrologers, but we do utilize it in our work and teaching sometimes, Lily. But you're very influential, being born on that day. There's some limitation and caution because of Saturn, but you're very intense, and you are a hard-driving person, very perfectionistic, and we are as well, especially me. So I understand what a suffering that can be. But you
sound
are.
like my ex.
You are really.
You're very intense, and
Yes, I mean that's an understatement.
Well, you can intimidate guys, I think, because you're so dynamic.
That's true. That's
Which
true.
is, it's a good thing about your personality is that you're incredibly dynamic. Men
Right.
can be intimidated by that.
They don't know how to handle it sometimes.
you hear that? So the moral of the story is it's not me, it's you. Carry on.
Okay then.
I like that.
Yeah, but you are very secretive too. You have your secrets and your private side, which you should, and you don't need to have everything out there all the time.
Yeah.
But I feel like with the perfectionism, people love to see you vulnerable
Yeah.
too. So don't always feel like you have to present this, I've got it all together kind of
I do that.
spirit.
I do that. I do that all
You
the
do
time.
that.
That's what your spirit
You
guides
do,
say.
and maybe that's like
And-
a YouTuber thing, I don't know, but I feel like just to really allow yourself to show your vulnerabilities, people love every part of you, they love everything about you, so
They do.
the more vulnerable they can relate to that weak, it's not even weakness, vulnerability is strength, guys.
Yes.
Actually, that is something I learned quite recently because
that
I
right?
feel like when I first started having this tough shell, I was like, oh, this is because I'm tough and that's what tough people do. But you eventually realize that that's actually easier than being vulnerable. Being vulnerable is
That's
actually
a very
the harder
true.
thing
It's
to do.
true.
And once you're vulnerable, you realize that it's actually
It's
so much more
true.
terrifying
That's
to
so
take the
true.
shield off than to wear the
True.
shield.
Wow.
And also, I
Well
feel
said.
like being feminine and allowing ourselves to express our femininity is actually strength. And as women in business, we have always had to have that toughness just to make it.
Right,
You know,
for
it's
sure.
a male-dominated field. YouTube, show business,
Right.
entertainment,
All
late
media.
night. It's all
Yeah.
male-dominated,
Yeah.
and so we've had to have that. But now I feel like when you embrace the feminine, more vulnerable side, that's where your real power is.
Nice.
That's
Okay.
right.
Yeah,
I love that. I love that.
And you'll be
love it.
noticing
I love
that more as you head into your 30s. And I think you're, as you know, you're all about female empowerment, which so are we. And brilliant. That's great. It's something I wish more celebrities would get behind because right now we need it more than ever.
Of course, yeah.
And that's where I think you can even inform your rap music with that kind of a spirit. You probably already
Yeah,
have.
I do have one song
Okay.
about this actually.
Is that right?
I do.
Is this a new song that you're coming out
Relatively
with?
new.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That's great. That's great. Because we saw her doing recording and also we said that on her channel. But I think, Lily, that you have this amazing mission to elevate the spirit, to elevate the vibration of other souls. And you have a global mission. And what came in just earlier today while I was meditating on you was that you
meditating
will.
on me?
Yes.
I'm
oh my
so
gosh.
honored. Oh
Oh no,
my
we
God.
always do a lot of preliminary meditation.
I feel so
tuning in.
special that you took the time to do that.
Oh,
Thank
you
you.
are so sweet.
my
You're so
God.
humble. You know, well, you're going to create a charitable foundation, and I know you're very involved in campaigns to help women and and people in general, but mostly young women.
Your girl love campaign. we're
Yeah,
talking
and
about.
that's wonderful. You're going to always be involved in things like that.
Love
But
that.
I see you doing an actual charitable foundation
Charity.
that will have like a brick and mortar kind of center.
wow.
It feels like it could be in LA, but there's also something in India that could be a
Yeah, yeah.
connection with it. It could be in the next 3, 4, 5 years, so it's not immediate. But
I have a
you're
meeting
gonna.
about this on Tuesday.
Oh, stop!
Come on.
All right, I love it. Thank you very much for validating that
Wow.
because
Wow.
she didn't
That's
tell anybody
awesome.
that. And so what I was feeling was that you may team up with a very famous actor. It feels like an actor or actress to promote
Okay.
that foundation. And you're probably already thinking of people to
Is it
approach.
Selena Gomez? Can you say it's Selena Gomez?
Selena-
I hope it's Selena Gomez.
You know what? She would
Oh,
jump at the chance
Oh.
to work with you. She loves you.
Go to Lily's blog to see what we said about Lily Gomez.
She would love you. And I mean, she does love you. You've met her. So I feel like you did meet her, right? Okay. I don't know. I'm just going on a wing and a prayer here. But actually, speaking of wings, eagle is a spirit animal for you.
It's your power totem.
And it's really perfect for you because eagle sort of bridges heaven and earth. It soars fearlessly through the sky, and it's very courageous, which you are too. And you face your fear head on.
This means without fear.
It means without fear, and in what?
It's like Sanskrit, Gurmukhi.
Sanskrit.
I'm actually not sure which one it is. We're going to go with Sanskrit. It's in Sanskrit.
Awesome.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that. That's so beautiful. We also felt that a serpent was...
Yeah. The other,
was
your other power totem is the serpent, Lily.
Like Taylor Swift?
No,
Well,
that's
not
a
like-
snake.
Wait, is a serpent not another word for a snake?
Yeah, no, it
It's
is, but
slightly
the
different.
serpent has a connotation of being like an evil bitch kind of thing. And you're
Yes!
Oh, you would be happy about that. Okay. No, the serpent is about transformation, really.
Yes,
And
it
it's about, like, you're transmuting. It's a very powerful totem animal, spirit animal. So I don't get that for too many people.
Okay.
You know, I feel like you're going through a lot of big changes.
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
And
Saturn return.
You're actually very psychic, and I know you're scared of it. Are you afraid of your own psychic ability?
So every time, okay, this is gonna sound a little insane, but I always tell people that I feel I have a very strong connection to the universe. I always tell people this.
Yes.
When I say things, they happen. And I know that sounds crazy, but it's the smallest thing
crazy
to
at
do. It's
all.
like I'll give you a small example. We were shooting a video recently, and for the video we needed to create a church scene. And for this church scene, we needed something to hold holy water in. So literally, my assistant walks into my office and she says, "So what are you thinking for this holy water? Like, should it be in like a bowl or whatever?" And I'm like, "Do some research, figure it out." While I was saying this, there's been a package in my office for a very long time, and I never opened it. I was just like, a bunch of packages. After this conversation, I'm like, let me finally get this package out of my office. I open it, and I kid you not, this has been in my room for 3 weeks. I open it, and there's a flask, and it says holy water on it.
Come on.
See,
And it was because
psychic you
BB Rexa sent it to me as her
Oh, she
new like
did?
song promotion.
No way.
But literally, I had that conversation as soon as she walked out. I opened it,
That's
and I'm just
incredible.
like,
That's
but
funny.
eerie things like that happen all the time. Where I
time.
say something, and just like I have a strong connection to the universe.
you know what?
Yes.
That means that you're a manifester. And I think
Very
that
much
everybody
so.
can see that. It's like you're so successful at such a young age. And, you know,
You think I'm young?
oh, are you kidding?
Compared to us, you're a
Everybody's
baby.
young compared to us. Okay, we're the grannies and
No. You really are young,
But,
and you know you're just starting off your life. YouTube was just just a dry run for you. You're just warming up,
Yeah,
and I
you
think
will
it's going to be
continue
a
to.
roller coaster. Oh, you know what? I was getting a strong sense that you have a grandfather coming in spirit, and he is so
I do
proud
too.
of you, Lily. He's so proud of you.
I was
And
very
he's-
close to my grandpa.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, how wonderful! And
He's around you.
he was very wise and very playful. There was a playfulness, kind of as a light spirit.
Yes, for sure. He would
That
always tell
I'm
people he's
getting-
25 years old.
Is that right? Okay.
How does you feel, really?
He's actually coming in around you right now. I feel like he's sort of standing up next to you on your left hand side.
Thanks, Grandpa.
And he says, "I come in and check on you a lot, and your mom as well. I think is he your mother's? Okay, father. Okay, so he comes in and checks on your dad as well.
You
but
can
he's-
talk to him.
You can talk to
Oh, I
him.
do all the time.
Yes.
Yeah. Does he come in dreams as well, Lily?
He used to.
Really?
Yeah, and from time to time he might.
Is that right?
Really?
After a while, they don't come as frequently as they do when they first cross over. But
Right.
holidays and
Right.
family, celebrations.
Like in Coco.
Coco,
The animation.
I didn't see
Okay.
it. I'm sorry. We're all. But I feel your influence in the media will have a ripple effect that will be long-lasting and far-reaching.
I love
Your
that.
spirit guides, well, they actually told me that, and I wrote it, and because we're communing with these guides and teachers on another dimension, and there's two muses working with you creatively.
Funny, because I got 3 actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know. We didn't talk about that, but I feel that you can call on them. you know, I know you were a skeptic before coming in. That's fine to be skeptical, but I want you to kind of open up to the possibility that magic is going to happen, and you don't need to always micromanage everything, because sometimes the magic happens when your hands are off the wheel a little bit.
Did my team pay you to say this?
Oh, really? They try to tell you that all the time.
They're like all standing around. They're like,
You could send us a check.
No, it's true. I think that being a very controlling, obsessive person myself, I had to learn to kind of relax that a bit and just allow certain fun things to happen. I mean, when you approached us, that was magic. Because we felt like
screaming.
oh,
we were so excited. We were so touched and honored.
Oh my God.
No, it just felt right because we were moving into a new sort of direction, and that's, by the way, your Saturn return. You'll be moving sort of in new direction.
Yeah,
What does Saturn return mean?
Well, when you're 28 years old, Saturn is in the same position as it was at your birth, and this is true of everyone. And you go again, you go through it again at 56, so every 28 years. And it's really kind of a search for your personal holy grail, Lily, where you're introspective and you're really going through a lot of changes over the next 2-3 years. You're going to notice already. You got a show, so I feel like it's already happening, but it's a good thing. It's a good thing.
It's endings and new beginnings.
Yeah.
And so there's something exciting about that. It's like a rebirth. It's almost requiring a readjustment in your attitudes and even relationships. Some friends will go bye-bye because you'll say bye-bye. And I think it's for the better, but you'll be attracting new relationships as a result of shutting those doors.
And you learned not through dating apps.
And well, you will meet some wonderful people through dating apps. Don't get us wrong. We just didn't think your life partner would necessarily come through a dating app.
Yeah, I felt like that was well, you'll meet somebody through a social situation, feels like a long-term relationship. And do you believe in like the power of crystals or gemstones, Lily?
So,
Okay, we're ready.
I may have a comedy sketch about this.
Listen.
A lot of people in my life do. So my makeup artist in particular, she always brings me crystals and gems. Yes, they're on my bedside table. I don't know much about them. I don't know much about what they do. I will say that she did give me one that she said is for intention and focus. I've used it more.
I can't believe that.
I've used it more like a fidget spinner recently, where I just use it to play with so I can focus.
Well,
wow, you know what?
It'll work whether you're thinking about that or not.
Well, I picked up on the tiger's eye as being very good to help you focus, and the rose quartz to help you really stay calm and to forgive if it's someone you need to forgive or yourself.
There's a lot of people I need to forgive.
Yeah,
that's what they said.
so important. That is like number one, honestly. To learn to say, I allow forgiveness.
Okay.
I allow forgiveness.
Okay.
And I want
this is great. I mean, listen, you're just repeating everything my therapist said last night, so this is great.
Really?
Yeah.
See, and we're free.
My therapist texted me last night at 10 p.m. saying, forgiveness is important.
How funny is
Everything.
that?
That's where healing begins with forgiveness, honestly.
That's
and also
so
I picked
cool.
up the sapphire for you.
What is that about?
Well, it's very good for like tuning into your intuition, your psychic ability, your power. I just feel like this is a time, it's almost like you're the high priestess now. You're getting in touch with your true feminine goddess power right now. The sapphire will help you do that. You know,
Nice. Goddess power.
goddess energy.
Coolest Power Ranger.
So it's about finding balance over the next couple years, you know, finding your footing, be very flexible because it's going to be a roller coaster. You're going to be pulled in many directions.
I feel that.
So I don't want you to be too rigid about working out all the time. And no.
So don't be rigid about working out.
No.
Don't be rigid about working out.
Don't be rigid about
Got that.
anything.
Got that. Love that.
Right.
you know.
And like it helps if you enjoy the exercise, like if it's dancing or something that you enjoy.
Sleeping.
Sleeping is a good exercise,
It can be.
I like that.
You know, sometimes when in our sleep we're helping souls cross over, you know, to the other side from, you know, to the astral plane. And so, I mean, we're even working when we're sleeping. But I think with you, I want you to make sure you get lots of rest. And when your body says, I need rest, just go and take a nap. Really listen to that, Lily.
How do you keep your work balanced? Because you're so busy, like you're over busy.
I don't.
You don't balance.
Well, here's the thing. I'm getting better at it now. So like I said, I started meditating regularly.
Okay.
Which has really been helping
That's
me.
gonna really
Excellent.
Yeah, and I've tried to have a cutoff time for my day. So before I just used to be at the office, work all day at the office, go home, continue working until I was tired and fall
Wow.
asleep. So now I'm trying to do like at 8 p.m., 7 p.m. you're going to stop working.
Stop working.
To do other things. So I'm trying to get better.
And that means shut off your phone. Don't sleep next to your phone. Take the computer out of your bedroom.
Well, okay, I don't do any of those things,
No,
but
don't do any of that.
Possibly.
This is for your fans.
Everybody does this though. They have the phone right on their pillow.
Ridiculous. Also, I am being told to watch out for an ankle injury that might happen.
Really?
In your zeal to get in shape and fit for the show. I'm just trying to caution you so you don't walk on in crutches on your first day.
Okay.
Just
Wow.
take it easy. Moderation is the key, Lily. But came in with an ankle injury. And did you ever have a wrist or hand injury?
No, but that guy outside did, and I've been hearing about it.
Am I picking up on that guy? What's his name?
My editor Taylor had a broken wrist. and I've literally been hearing about it
that
since the
does
beginning of time. Since the beginning of time. Taylor, you're so annoying that the psychic twins know about your broken wrist.
That is funny. That is funny because we do often pick up on other people around in the room or in an audience sometimes.
That's funny.
Thank you for you're so sharing. I love your validating.
Can I bring the energy way down for a second? I mean, you could cut this out, but was there a suicide somewhere in your family?
That you know.
On my mom's side, a long time. I've never met the person.
Long time ago.
but
Yeah, that's what I felt. Okay, I just had to bring it up because we talked to dead people and they're telling me.
Okay, you had a very mystical life in the past where you really were a powerful shamanic kind of healer, working with crystals, working with
I worked with
ritual.
crystals?
Yes,
Oh,
you did. Oh,
yes.
yes. This life was
Oh,
very
yeah.
shamanic. I want to say Egypt or somewhere around there.
There's a past life in South America. Did I say Argentina before to you?
Yes.
Yeah, Argentina.
South America,
Yeah.
yes. Very strong connection.
Did you ever
to
go down there?
Latina.
South America?
Not as much. Here's the thing: are everyone's past lives from different places in the world?
Yes, but I think we've sort of lived all
Probably,
over the
yeah.
place. You know, we really have. All of us have. You know, you've had good lives, Pat. You know, you've had good lives and bad lives, and everybody's had good and bad.
And I've had
male,
hundreds?
female,
Hundreds, at least, yes. Yeah,
Hundreds,
you've
I
been
believe.
all kinds of roles, and rich, poor. Did you tell her she was a wealthy landowner? I think you were the one that said you had a lot of power.
On your channel, there was a past life in India as a spiritual leader. We did talk about that on Lily's channel.
But you've had a lot of powerful lives and simple lives too. They aren't all exalted roles that we have just because you're powerful now.
Yeah, usually we focus on the most impactful or powerful lives. But you've been a farmer, you've been a teacher.
I've been a farmer.
Oh yeah.
A pawn and a king. I've been up and
That's kind of really cool. I'm into that.
Really random.
I do physical activity in a field. That's not so far from me right now.
well, see how far you've come.
You've already
No.
done it.
Now,
You've already done it.
my current life is don't walk up the stairs too quick. There's an ankle injury in your future. That's how far I've come.
That's right. It's a slip and fall. You might get a good amount of money for it though.
Oh, this sounds like I'm gonna go to the YouTube headquarters and slip down the stairs and get an extra AdSense check. That's what that sounds like to me.
Oh boy. You have very, very powerful clairvoyant dreams where I also feel like you travel in your dreams, Lily. Yeah, like you
Astral
go
travel,
places.
like
Yeah,
we
you
talk.
Astral travel.
Yes.
Do you have memories of
Yes, I think so too.
No, I don't have memories of this.
Okay.
I feel like I can't usually remember my dreams.
I have trouble with that too.
You can ask your dream masters to help you remember and
Who are
then
my
jot
dream
them
masters?
down.
Spirit guides that you just call them in, they're like
Everybody
angels.
has them. People that you can call in, they were in a physical body, some of these people, and sometimes they weren't. They were just angelic. But dream masters come in, spirit guides come in to help you along your path and heal on a deeper level. If you are open to that and you want to pray, to them or ask them for help, they will come and assist you with anything. There's even angels of real estate. If you want to find a good place, we talked about your moving possibly eventually north of here. You know, angels of real estate.
Really?
Yes.
Is there angels of everything?
Angels of
for
everything, my dear.
Well, we believe like angels are kind of like thoughts of God or
Yes.
thoughts of the universe. They're more like
I like
thoughts.
that. Thoughts of the universe. I like that a lot.
Whereas spirit guides have been in human incarnation. They've been people before. So
Yes.
you could call in your spirit guides as well.
That's awesome. So to me, kids are a big deal. I know we talked about this a little on my channel, and you said that you see 2 kids possibly.
We saw one
So
or two
you want children?
I've never been one to really have the desire for biological children.
Yeah,
I've
me
always
too.
wanted to adopt.
Oh, well, we were talking
We were talking about
that.
Yeah.
with each other
Adoption,
earlier.
Yeah.
definitely.
So I just want to know, like,
I love that.
how that journey is going to be. Is that going to happen? Is that going to work? Because it's a hard thing to do.
absolutely.
Oh no, it's not hard.
It's not.
No. You will not have a hard time
No,
adopting.
language, it's easy.
Yes.
When you language that it's easy, you're the manifester, girl.
That's
okay.
right.
You
Yeah.
will manifest this wonderful child through adoption, and I feel like maybe even two.
Yeah.
I see a boy and a girl.
There's a
not
girl.
twins.
I was going to say there's a wonderful little girl coming, and possibly a boy, and it's not going to be difficult. You're going to be amazed at how actually sort of easily it flows for you.
Talk to me about my sleep. I've had sleep issues.
Issues.
Yes, issues sleeping.
Oh, same here.
Yeah.
Insomnia.
We do too.
Yeah, it's like a strange thing. First, I used to have trouble falling asleep, but for the past 2-3 months, I just wake up several times throughout the night, and I don't know why. My
Same.
brain just turns on.
Pain.
Yeah.
We've had this for
Yes, we have.
decades,
Yeah,
honestly.
we have.
You know what? Part of it is that there are organs in our body that detox at a certain time during the night. So if you wake up, say, at 3 o'clock every night, like clockwork, that could be your kidney or it could be your liver or something, you know what I mean? So it isn't always just nervous energy. It could also mean that you don't need as much sleep as you think you do.
I think that's wrong. I wish that was the case.
Do you drink caffeine?
You know.
Because that
I
could
dabble.
That could be affecting you if you drink it
Yes.
after 12 o'clock.
Yeah,
noon.
coffee can really
After 12 o'clock.
Yeah.
Yes, I know you probably drink it more than
Yes.
that, but that.
So
can
an hour
really-
after I get up? What?
I can't believe you. Yes, and
You
there's
know,
all kinds of
caffeine can really interfere with your sleep cycle. And
It
some
can.
people, like, we can't drink it after
No.
noon because it literally, we can't
It's
process caffeine. Some people can. Some people, it puts them to sleep, believe it or not.
Wow.
Also, they're
Some-
saying
I know
also
people like-
alcohol can affect your sleep.
Yeah.
Not that we're implying
I love
anything
alcohol.
at all.
Again, I dabble.
Oh, just a little.
That's not what we heard.
As there's a bar over there in my office. Talk to me about not just romantic relationships, we already talked about that.
Yeah.
Talk to me about the other relationships in my life. With family, with friends, you know, as I go into this new phase of my life, especially with the new show, that can kind of complicate things sometimes being in the public eye,
Yeah,
maintaining
it
healthy
sure can,
relationships.
yeah.
Talk
That's
to me a
for
little
sure.
bit about that.
Okay, I just don't see you becoming a different person. Like a lot of people really do change. I can tell you right now, you're so real, and you know, I don't see you changing. I feel like there might be a couple of friends that fall by the wayside, Lily. Maybe there's an imagined slight, or
One thing.
they can't handle, you know, this great climb to success. You know, that happened to us
Threatening.
a lot
Threatening.
when we started doing a lot of TV.
Yeah.
And but we've been doing television since the 80s, so there aren't that many people that are going to hang with that because
Right.
it's a very rigorous schedule. It's like
Yes.
24 hours a day. you
Right.
know?
It's a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
But don't worry, because I see new friends coming in. I think you're going to always stay close to your family. That's not going to change. Yeah, so I think your family is grounding for you.
Are
Very
they
grounding.
are your parents kind of worried about your doing this next big thing with NBC?
I think they're worried about everything related to me because I'm not married with kids.
Okay,
So-
okay, we get it.
I don't think they care about the show. I think they have bigger problems.
Our parents were not like that. They were like, "Don't have kids; it's horrible." We're
Horrible.
like, "Thanks."
Wow, that sounds lovely.
That was really nice.
That sounds lovely.
But they honestly
Yeah.
talked us out of it, and we never did have kids.
No, I did.
Can't relate.
Well, you didn't bear them.
I took care of 2 little boys and I helped raise them.
But I meant push them out.
I loved it. I loved having the experience of adopted kids. You know,
Yeah.
it gave me that sense of having kids without having to pump them out myself.
It's going to be
great.
It's going to be wonderful. I think, you know, but in the divine timing, as we talked about, it's just a matter of doing one thing at a time and letting it flow. Don't try to push it, to, you know, or meet that person too soon, because with you, things are going to happen a little bit later than they do for other people. Same with us. Oh, please, can we talk? because everything happened so late for us. But we weren't ready. We wouldn't have been ready, Lily, if it had happened sooner for us. So same with you, with the family.
That's good to know.
And the relationship that's coming, because we do see a wonderful love. And I think it's going to feel, you're going to, right away you're going to say, this is a past life with this person. We can just talk for hours and it's so easy. And it's a soft place to fall for you.
An easy conversation. Never heard of her. But hopefully. That's awesome. Thanks. Thanks.
Oh, you're welcome, sweetheart.
I feel so honestly, I just want to say, I feel so like you guys took the time to actually do things related to me. That's very sweet. Thank you.
Are you kidding?
We've been preparing this for months.
Oh my God.
Literally months.
You're so sweet.
We
Thank
knew
you.
we knew the time would come when you'd finally collaborate.
Well, let me just clarify by saying it's never a case of me being like, I don't want to do this. It's always a case of like, my schedule, this, that. So, you know.
No, we had to threaten her literally. But
They just showed up at my door.
that's right, we did.
Will you adopt us?
Yes.
Okay, thanks everybody for watching, and jump over to Lily's channel for her vlog. Hit like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the future.